Hi, this is Emilio with Lighthouse Internet Media. I am the founder and president of Lighthouse Internet Media. I am a digital marketing agency located here in the beautiful South Florida area. This morning, I'm going over a few things with our clients and a number of students that visit us at our blog related to match types. If you're unfamiliar with the term match types in AdWords or even in Google Bing MSN Ad Center, I'm going to go over that over the next following vlogs and blogs via our blog and website. So one of the things that I come into contact with as it relates to clients and people that are using AdWords is the fact that when they're opening up their AdWords account and they're looking to put together a campaign or some type of strategy to drive traffic to their website, they're unfamiliar with a lot of the rules within AdWords. Now, some might argue that this is done intentionally. And one of the reasons why I probably have a job or have a career in this area is because it is somewhat complex. Most of the time, a merchant, business owner, service provider, startup, whatever, you name it, that goes into AdWords to set up the account is given some general information of how to set up the account and how to add keywords into the actual keyword tool when they're setting things up in order for them, to be able to bid and drive traffic over their website. As I said, to sell a product or service. But what AdWords doesn't do is that it doesn't explain to you when you're bidding on keywords how important match types are. Now, if you're not familiar, again, with the term match type, I'm going to try to do the best job possible of explaining what a match type is, not only on this video, but on subsequent, on other videos that we're going to be recording sometime in the future. The best way that I know how to explain match types are when you go into your account and you write up your text ad and you put in a keyword related to your business that you like to drive traffic for. A match type is characters or settings that are used to determine how much traffic you get to that campaign. Match types can either constrict or open the flow of traffic that will view your text ads or your mobile ads or your remarketing ads, depending on the type of strategy or campaign you're running in AdWords. However, because that's my explanation, I like to use the explanation that Google uses on their AdWords support page. They define a match type as each keyword uses a matching option to help control which searches should trigger your ad to show. You can choose one or more matching options for a keyword. If you don't specify a particular matching option, keywords are considered as broad match. Now, in that explanation, they sort of make the assumption that you understand what a broad match is and how that works. If you don't understand it, don't worry. Most people don't. As a matter of fact, there's a few match types that Google uses in order to be able to open or constrict the flow of traffic that goes through your account, which is, by the way, one of the reasons why I tell a novice, a new digital marketing manager, someone out of school, a merchant, a startup, or whoever who wants to go into AdWords to please first hire a professional. A professional is going to help you avoid the costs and the pitfalls that come with AdWords. Excuse me. One of the things that I explain to most of my clients, or basically all of my clients that run campaigns on or through AdWords, is that when you first run your campaign or you open up your AdWords account, you're not starting at zero. In most cases and in most industries, people say you start at zero. AdWords is one of those things where when you start at negative 100. And the reason being is that you have to work your account in a way where you know what you don't want to do in order to be able to get more of what you do want. And if you don't understand that, I'll go into more detail as it relates to that in future videos or vlogs or blog posts that I put together. But the point is that anybody who steps into that world is going to step into a mighty complicated world. And if you're doing it on your own and you decide not to hire an agency like ours, or someone who's doing this and is in AdWords or pay-per-click or understands paid traffic inside and out, then I want to give you a little disclaimer here. If you decide to go at it on your own, you're going to pay the price. You're going to run through a whole lot of money. You're going to make a tremendous amount of mistakes and errors, and you're probably going to get very disillusioned with AdWords because that's what tends to happen. Now, if you still decide to go on it on your own and you're not interested in hiring someone, then listen on or read my blog. So match types in AdWords basically come in different forms. So there's different match types that you can use. I'm going to go over one of the first match types that Google just mentioned as it relates to broad match. So one of the match types that they allow you to use within your AdWords campaign is a broad match match type. And based on their Google support page, it says here that broad match allows your ad to show for searches on similar phrases and relevant variations, including synonyms, singular and plural forms, possible misspellings, keyword there's possible, stemmings such as floor and flooring, and I'll explain that example, related searches, or other relevant variations. The example they give is that if you bid on the keyword kittens, some of the searches that your ad is going to come up for may be in line with these keywords that a user might type in into Google. Searches that can match your word kitten are kittens, right? So you have the plural form. Kitten photos, adopt a kitten. So let's say that you're in the business of maybe selling food for kittens, right? And you decide to bid on the keyword kittens. Well, will kittens, kitten photos, or adopt a kitten help you in any way, shape, or form? Probably not. Therefore, broad match may not necessarily be the right match for your campaign. On the other hand, if you do all these other things that Google AdWords asks you to do, and you understand how to set up your account in a proper fashion, you might favor using broad match keywords, and you may want to go with a broad match type keyword in your campaign. Now, I'm sure you're asking the question, why, where's the argument, or why should is there anything that I can consider before using these match types? Aha, here comes the rub. In order for you to understand how to use these different match types, you have to understand all the other match types that are out there, and you have to strategically approach that. One of the ways to strategically approach that is something that I'm going to talk about in future blogs and vlogs via my blog and website. So you have to come back and read. I don't have all the time and necessary today to explain all that. With all that in mind, I just explained the definition of what a broad match is and what a broad match will do, which leads me to my concluding point. If you're not going to hire an agency and you're not going to hire a professional, you're going to go out this by yourself, you need to understand the rules. You need to understand the rules that govern AdWords. You need to understand how they work within AdWords in order to be as effective as possible. One of the things that you need to understand, apart from keyword selection and keyword mining, is understanding what match type you should use in order to be able to determine how much or how little traffic should come through that particular traffic channel. So if you'd like to find out a little bit more about that, or you're interested in hiring a professional, there's a couple of things that I'm going to suggest you do. Number one, of course, visit our blog. Visit us at lighthouseinternet.wordpress.com, or you can visit our site directly at www.lighthouseinternet.com. If you don't know much about me or haven't had a chance to find out a little bit about me, I've been in the digital space now, the internet marketing space, for over a decade. I've helped hundreds and hundreds of clients in their digital marketing practices. I'm a former equity consultant and director for an equity firm where I basically spearheaded their digital marketing for businesses that they would acquire. And I've been involved consulting and in my own business now since 2006. My suggestion is that if you want to learn a little bit more, come and check out our blog. You're going to get a lot of free information on there. If you'd like to get some more information in detail, you'd like to hire out a professional, I highly recommend using our agency. Until next time, thank you for visiting our blog today. Thank you for visiting our site. I hope to hear from you soon. By the way, if you saw any pauses or anything regarding the video, these are some of the first videos we're putting out. So please excuse any errors or mistakes that I may have made on the video. We're just putting them now together, but I'm sure I'll get really good at it on the 500 or 600 try. Take care. Bye.